Okay.
Welcome to our first live Insights at the She Shed. I'm Jeannie Gorey, Neighborhood Loans, Money in the Middle.
Jamie Safransky, Remax Suburban.
Julie Heswitz, Remax Suburban.
And we have, welcome back,
Our
two
guest.
guests.
Alex and Sons Painting.
This is Alex.
Is that and my brother Diego.
From Alex and Sons Paintings. We had them last week. We were out there talking about my deck. The deck looks beautiful right now. It's all stripped and cleaned, but it's a little too cold to be back out on the deck and staining, right? It's too cold for staining
That's
right now.
correct. Yeah.
What is the perfect temperature again for staining your deck?
It has to be 50 degrees above, but the normally what we recommend is to be 70 degrees in order to
Yeah.
stain.
So it's going to be a bit, but we'll get to that, right?
We'll show you the finished product soon.
Yeah, we'll show you the finished at the end. So we just wanted to talk to the guys a little bit about, first of all, your business. You've been painting for how many years between you?
Well, I've been painting for 11 years, and then my brother's been painting for 5 years.
Okay, so good training. You started working for a company,
Yeah.
did that for a lot of years, and then at some point you decided, I know enough, I can run my own company. I've learned
Yeah,
so much. You probably learned a lot over the years.
I used to work for another company with my dad.
Yeah.
Well, my dad's been in the business for 25 years.
By the way, his dad is also Alex.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we used to work for the other company, but we were getting too busy on the site outside the business, so we decided to kind of start our own company, and that's 2 years ago that we decided to do that, and so far can't complain. It's been great.
Awesome.
That's fantastic.
That's fantastic. So we kind of wanted to ask some questions about painting
Sure.
on the inside or on the outside, I guess, of the house. And I was going to kind of start with something that I was curious about. You know, there's so many brands of paints out
Yeah.
there. You know, there's stuff at big box stores. There's stuff at, painting stores. I'm sure there's paints you can get only online now.
Yeah.
What do you like? Why? And why do you pick it?
We usually choose JC Lake products.
Okay.
We've been working with them since we started. The quality it's really good. It's recommended for either outside or inside. So yeah, we usually lean towards them.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Is there a specific brand from JC Licht you
Uh,
prefer, or
AC League Benjamin Moore.
Benjamin Moore?
Mhm.
Okay. And what is it about it that you like?
Like he was saying,
Just
the
the
quality.
quality.
The quality is great.
Is it the way you paint it on? I was told that painters, I'm not a painter. Let me just say that. I think I'm a painter though. Okay, there are certain brands that just go on better, like on trim, right? Things like that. So you have certain paints that you
Well,
like for trim, or is it
there's-
still Benjamin Moore across the board is your favorite?
No, there's different brands in Benjamin Moore.
Oh,
Obviously,
okay.
the cheapest one and the expensive one.
Yeah.
Right.
Supposedly, the most expensive one from Benjamin Moore is called Aura.
Okay.
And the good thing about that paint is it never fades away.
Oh.
It never fades away. Obviously, the cheapest one, it's gonna fade, or the
Right.
middle one is gonna fade. But the,
Right.
the highest one, it doesn't fade. That's why it's so expensive. I believe it's $73 a gallon.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Okay, and do
Yeah.
you then recommend doing a primer with it?
Depending.
Well, raw wood you prime, right?
Yeah, I will prime something that is, for example, if it's a new wood or if it's a
Yeah.
new piece of
I call
drywall,
that raw.
obviously
Yeah.
I have to prime that.
Yeah.
Okay.
When it's already painted, then you just paint over it. If it's chipping, you gotta scrape, you gotta prime,
Sand it.
sand it a little
Right.
bit, and paint.
Some,
Okay, so-
sorry. Some paints do include primer in it.
Yeah, I was just
So-
gonna ask that. What
so-
about the paints with the primers? in
Yeah,
it?
what about like the paints like I was thinking of at my favorite place, Home Depot. And Home Depot where you can buy everything. At Home Depot,
We have a
Okay.
visitor.
We have a visitor.
We have a visitor,
visitor
but
who's
that's
gonna
okay.
be. Yeah, we're gonna continue here and we'll
Okay.
say hi. She's our
Hang in
she's
there.
our chocolatier that we're gonna be talking to in 2 more weeks. We're gonna so we're gonna focus. Sorry, look, there goes the chicken. Anyway, I get a little distracted. Okay, so anyway, so there are a lot of paints that have primer already in them, but you still, if you're gonna buy one with primer in it, you still recommend the ones that you found at JC Licht because
JC
they
Licht,
carry
yeah.
the better brands, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
The
Yeah.
professional brands, right?
Even though sometimes they say they include primer, we also, like my brother mentioned, if it's brand new wood or stuff like that,
Yeah.
we still like to throw primer just to be safe
Yeah.
and for it to be last longer.
Okay, now this brings up another point for me because I am not a painter, like Julie's not a painter. Is what types of finishes do you do? I mean, I know there's like eggshell, there's stuff you can wash or what have you. I mean, what do you use where and when?
So, for example, in a kitchen or a bathroom, you gotta use something with sheen. something with shine on it, because in the kitchen when you cook, obviously the grease goes up in the ceiling or goes into the walls, so you gotta make sure you put a little bit of sheen on the wall so you can clean it.
Oh,
So like
that
a
makes
satin
sense.
then in the kitchen?
No,
That's
a low
too much?
sheen, eggshell,
Like an
something,
eggshell?
something
Okay.
like
Okay,
that.
so it's
Okay.
it's flat,
Mm-hmm.
and then what's next?
Matte.
It's matte.
And matte.
Mat's after flat.
Yeah,
Okay, and then matte is
Flat, matte.
Flat's usually what's on the ceiling, right?
exactly.
what? Okay, and then matte is what?
Matt's like a little bit more to flat, going toward like the shiny, but not too tiny shiny.
Okay.
And then you have the satin.
No, then we have the low sheen, which is a new product that came out. What do you?
Is that like a washable flat?
That's
Have
a-
you ever heard of the washable? Okay.
Low sheen, Ultra Spec from Benjamin Moore is the only one that
Ultra
carries
Spec.
low sheen.
Okay.
Oh,
And
got
where
it.
would you use the low sheen at?
Low sheen, it's like eggshell, but it has a
Oh.
less sheen.
Oh.
But like I said, Super Spec is the one that only has it. For example, Aura doesn't have low sheen, Van doesn't have low sheen, Super Spec doesn't have low sheen,
Oh, okay.
Coronado doesn't have low sheen, only Ultra Spec from
Okay.
Benjamin Moore.
Interesting. Okay, that's good. And then is there another step after that? After the low sheen, then there's
Eggshell.
eggshell. Okay.
And then there's satin.
Yes.
Where does satin come in?
The satin.
Okay, satin. Where do you use
She
satin?
likes
satin.
satin. She likes
Satin.
satin.
A lot
No,
of people
no,
are
but
using
you think
satin.
about-
yeah, a
yeah.
lot of people are using satin now on their trim.
Yes. Right?
Right.
Not me though. Not me. Okay,
What?
so he painted my trim, and I like semi-gloss, but people like satin. I just think semi-gloss is easier. I don't like high gloss. That shows all the mistakes, that's bad on your trim. But the semi-gloss I kind of like because it's got just, for me personally, it's just a little bit easier to clean.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily agree with me, and I am not a professional.
No, I personally like to use or recommend low sheen or eggshell walls,
Okay.
flat finish ceiling, and satin trim.
Satin trim.
Because
Doors
Okay.
too. Doors too.
those two.
Even with kids.
Mhm.
Even with ketchup hands slapping the white door.
Mhm.
Yeah. Even so.
The satin finish doesn't have as much sheen as semi-gloss. That's why,
Okay.
because when
Right.
I go to jobs, I always, I try to tell the customer, if you do semi-gloss trim, when people come into your house, the trim is gonna grab their attention because it's gonna be shinier than the
Oh,
walls.
so mine's
Oh,
getting
You
Got
want
it.
you want
Yeah.
people's attractions to stand in the ceiling, the walls, and the trim.
Yeah.
So everything stands out, not just the trim.
Got it.
Ah.
Oh, that
Okay,
makes
I'm
Oh.
sorry. I
sense.
just
Good
was
advice.
noticing your hands.
know.
This is your life, isn't it? Look at this.
Wearing paint.
Can you close in on this?
Yeah.
He's always wearing paint. This is your uniform, right?
Yeah, this is my
You've got your uniform on underneath that. These
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
work
Yeah.
hard.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
So these
Chilly
guys work
thing.
pretty hard. All right, so we're going to get back with these guys again.
Yes, we are.
Because we really do want to show you some more things about my deck. For instance, my husband and I had done our deck ourselves, and after they power washed and they took care of all this stuff on the deck, we got rid of the mold, the mildew, all that stuff. It looks beautiful. I'd like to
It's
just leave it-
gorgeous.
I'd like to
Absolutely
leave it the way it is.
It's
But
amazing.
there's a couple spots I showed these guys, and obviously Alex has seen
Yeah.
where we had put the finish on and it just is not coming off. And I talked about to Alex. I said, "Oh, could we sand this?" And he, "Well, no, you don't want to ruin the wood." Anyway, so we're going to get to all that later. So we're going to show you the finished product when it warms up. So these guys will be back. But if you have any questions for them, you can run them through us on
Yeah.
Facebook or go to Alex and Sons, like them. You don't have to like them. I like them.
Yeah.
And then, you can send them a message. And what we're going to do a little promo because this is our first
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, we're super excited.
Alex and Diego are kind of running the show with their dad. Their dad couldn't be here. But, so what are we going to offer?
But they have to mention Insights at the She Shed.
Yeah.
What do you offer?
Yes,
So-
for the offer.
Insights at the She Shed.
Insights at the She Shed. If you call Alex and Diego in the next, for the next month? Is that too long?
I
Are we
would say the
pushing
whole month
it?
of April.
The whole
Whole
month of
month of
April.
Okay, the whole
That's
month of
fantastic.
April, if you call
And you book.
you book something, now you do have to obviously eventually do the job, but if you book something with them, even if you book it for August because they're kind of booked up right now, they will honor that,
And the
you
discount
will give them the
is?
discount
I
of
would say 10% of whatever job.
Wow, that's
So-
great. That's a great discount.
10%. So do the math. It is a nice discount, and so like I said, contact them. Alex and Sons. You can find them on Facebook. Alex and Sons Painting, I think is officially, but you'll find it. Or message us, and we will give
Yeah.
you their contact
And
information.
they have some outstanding reviews too. If
Yeah,
you
they
like
do,
reviews, they
and-
have some great reviews.
And I can tell you, I'm one of those reviews because they have done a lot of work for a lot of my clients. I do sell real estate, so they're like my go-to guys for painting. And so far, I have not had one bad comment. So guess what? They're the guys.
And guys,
And now
anything that
I
we've
need
missed?
I need
Sorry.
painting done at my house, so
There you
No
go.
it'll be
problem.
coming.
Anything that we've missed that we should
Yeah,
tell,
is there
the,
something
tell
you
the
wanted
viewers
to
that we've
say
missed,
that was-
AC?
Well, you know, what can I say?
I'm sorry, I put him on the spot. What can I say?
They
I
said,
put him on
I
the spot.
love painting.
Yeah,
I love
painting.
it.
Yeah.
Well, it's awesome for you to come in
Yeah,
and
and
It
thank
is.
you
do
Thank
guys.
you
this
for
with
coming
us.
and doing
Thank
this.
you so
Thank
much.
you.
Doing
Thank
this
you.
live with us, so
Yeah.
we'll see you next time.
Remember,
Yeah.
Insights at the She Shed. Mention us.
Yep, mention
There
us.
you
There you go. Also,
Yeah.
next week, just to tell you real quick, next week I have Marty coming from Alternating Currents. Either Marty or Sherry. They get busy just like these guys. We're lucky we got them at noon today. So Marty will be coming, and we will be talking to Marty about some electrical stuff with your house, and also talking about whole house generators. Hopefully, we'll get to touch on that. And if we don't this time around with them next week, we'll do another time. So if you have any questions, any electrical questions, send those in to us for next
Yeah.
time. Any painting questions?
Send them in.
Send 'em
contact
in.
us.
Or if you have any other things that you want to hear, questions, plumbers, things like that, let us know. And
Oh, yeah.
we have so many contacts
Yeah.
that would love to come in and sit with us. So
Yeah, maybe
Thanks.
not live.
Thanks
maybe
for
not live,
joining
but
us.
Thank
yeah,
you so
thanks
much.
for joining
next
us.
week.
Have a
Bye.
great day.
Bye.
Okay,
Except
wave,
we gotta
wave,
yeah.
wave, close, wave. Okay, I don't
It's
even
our
know.
first time.
Finish?
I'll
Oh
come
my
help her.
goodness, finish. Oh my goodness, finish.